Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we've got a special review impressions of a knife. This is going to look familiar, but it's not. It's a Brown Knives Mini FSD, and that's it. No I, because it has the brown lock. Let's talk about this. All right, today we're looking at the Brown Knives Mini FSD. Now that's it, just Mini FSD. It has the brown lock, button lock. Okay, so this is not the I like I have. I have one of these, looks very similar, but it has the inset liner lock, right? This has the brown lock, the brown knives, the brown lock as he calls it. It's like a button lock, right? And it works very similar. This has the flipper, the front flipper, right? And it has that fuller that you can beautifully use. But it has this button lock. It's not a top liner lock. It's not a frame lock. It's something uniquely developed by Craig Brown, who's really, quite interesting the way this works. It's adjustable. There's a whole bunch of stuff about this knife that's really, really cool that I couldn't even tell you, but I know it's adjustable to get the perfect detent, the perfect action for this knife. So it is cool. I will say I like it. I like it a lot. It's also on the opposite side, right? So this is very lefty friendly, even though the clip is still very right centered, but very cool lock. First of all, the designer is Craig Brown. The manufacturer is Brown Knives. It's USA made, obviously, and the knife is the Mini FSD. There was the FSD, there was the Mini FSD, and then they became the FSD I for the inset liner lock. This is the regular button lock, if you will. Now, it's not a plunge lock; it's a brown lock, and which is different. I don't know every detail, but my understanding it's kind of in between what's a top liner and what's a liner lock. It's in between a top liner and a liner lock, right? And it has some unique characteristics in being able to tune and do different things to it that from what I understand, he doesn't really recommend that we do. That he uses it to get the right tuning of the action. So there you go. The handles are titanium, beautiful milling pattern on both sides. One of the things you'll always notice is the clip is milled, deep pocket carry clip, so you get pretty deep pocket. But the pattern on the clip to the scale, it matches. It falls right in. It's in line. I think that's really, really cool. You do have a captive pivot, obviously. You have a fuller. You have a beautiful hollow grind. This one happens to be CPM 154 blade steel, which is a great steel. It's not Magna Cut. Some people are like, oh, it's not Magna Cut. No, I think it's beautiful. And I love, actually, this milling here. It's got a beautiful, consistent texture. That's just kind of neat. I hadn't seen that before, and it's just really nice. On my Magna Cut one, it's a little smoother. You can feel this. And so I kind of dig that. I think that's neat. Front flipper, I said. We got the regular flipper here. You got the fuller. And then you've even got the button lock. So you got 4 means of deployment, which is super cool. The lock type, it's brown lock, opening, closing. Obviously, we talked about the 4 means of deployment. And the closing is going to be this button right here to close it. That's the means to close it right there. So it's kind of like, in the regard, that's one means of closing, which most every knife has one means of closing, right? Frame lock, it's a frame. Liner lock, it's a liner lock. I mean, that's it. So, I mean, that's not rocket science there, even though, I think Craig Brown is I think he's aeronautics or something like aerospace engineer or something like that. Anyways, the blade is beautiful. It is a drop point. I love the fuller on there. It's nice hollow grind, really gorgeous. The jimping up here, it's aesthetic. It's not really functional. It doesn't give you any grip. It may just tell you where your hand is, where you're at. And that may be helpful, right? But it's not going to give you an extra grip, just to be quite honest with you. So we talked about blade. Let's get into the weights and measurements and see how much this guy weighs. So I'm going to guess it's like 4.3, 4.5 ounces, maybe more. I don't know. Let's see if I'm close. 4.2 ounces. I was a little over. I always overshoot a little bit. So 4.2 ounces, which is not bad, I don't think. Let's see the overall length. Now this is the Mini FSD. So let's see what size it is. It is just a hair shy of 7 7/8. So it's over 7 3/4. So we are, I want to say 7/8, 14 16ths, 13 16ths. So it'd be 13 16ths of an inch, right? 7 and 13 16ths of an inch. If you go right here, you got about 3.5 inches. You go the full choke up position, you're just 4 3/4 of an inch. Plenty of room for big, large hands, big, meaty fingers. See, I've got tons of extra room. The blade length on this guy is going to be 3 3 3/4. the cutting length is about 3 inches. So there you go. Interesting. Very nice. Now this is going to be a little thicker, even though it's got a lot of cutout, a lot of weight relief. It's still going to be, I think, you know, we're still looking at about 140, 150 thousandths of an inch. Let's see. 151 thousandths of an inch. So it's still, let's just double check with another measurement here. Oops, let's get over here. 150 thousandths. Yeah, somewhere around there. It does start to taper off a little bit, so that's good. Cool. All right. What is the knife category for this? This is definitely mid to custom level. It's over $600. These usually run about $950, $975. I think when these first came out, they were about $800, maybe $795 or somewhere around there. Now I don't know what the retail secondary market is. I wouldn't be surprised if it was still around $800 or so. They're more of a collector item. They don't make any more of these, and some people love to collect some of the older brown knives. So there you go. Very cool knife though. Could you make this a collection, hard use, or an EDC, all the above? Sure. Yeah, it's definitely a collection piece because it is one of those things. Is it a hard use? I think you could. I mean, it's a very thin hollow grind. Remember, hollow grinds aren't plying type of blades. You know, you'll bend them, chip them, break them, crack them, whatever. But it's definitely a great slicer. And for EDC, absolutely, I think this could make a great EDC knife. So you would enjoy that. All right, overall design, the handles are nice, beautifully chamfered, as very similar to my Mini FSDI, so I feel like it's great, it's comfortable, no questions there. Opening and closing, very similar with the fuller, very similar with the flipper. I don't have a flipper, but I do have a front flipper on that one, so that's nice. The fuller is really nice, and then the close right here with the button lock it's really nice. I enjoy that. The texture on here, there's texture here, but it just tells you where it is. It's not functional. Keep that in mind. There's no lanyard anywhere, but there's a nice clip. The clip, I think I've already spoken about, is great. The overall Ergo's action, design, flow, and function. The Ergos are great. Very comfortable in hand. Super, super comfortable. I don't know. Let's see. For me, it's hard to close it with that button lock. Left-handed over here. Yeah, so I think it's fine, personally. I don't know. You just keep that in mind. Be conscious where your fingers are. The action is great. It's very smooth. I don't know if there's skiffs in this, but if there were, it would be really extra smooth for sure. I think that would be really phenomenal. The design, I love the design. It's popular. There's a reason why he went ahead and upgraded the lock to an inset liner lock, or switched the lock. I shouldn't say upgrade necessarily. It's just a different type of lock. The design flow, and then the function. The function is very useful. Very nice slicer, very nice tool. Works really well in hand. All that stuff. Really great. Now here we go. Fidget factor. This one's definitely gonna have some options. You have a flipper, which is cool. You have a front flipper, which is cool. You have a fuller. You can reverse flick. You have a fuller. You can forward flick. You can slow roll it, right? Right. And then you can also do the button lock, right? And then you can do the front flip, right? So there's a lot of options here. A lot of options. You can also do the knuckle flip. So I'm going to say the fidget factor on this one's a 9. 9 out of 10. Lots of options. Lots of options. Now, as far as the fidgety goodness, I'm going to give it 100. This one's just fantastic. It really is. The only thing that would be not great is if you don't like the button lock. And if that's really not for you, then it's not for you, right? Keep that in mind. But I think the fidget factor is definitely 100. Final thoughts. Is it recommended? Yes, 100% recommended. I think it's a great knife. Is it a favorite? I like the inset liner lock more. I like this. I think whoever loves the button lock, you're going to love this. I would prefer the inset liner lock. That's just me. I think the inset liner lock would be my favorite, personally. It's cool. It's neat. It's awesome. It's absolutely recommended. I think it would be a great knife if you like everything about it. I would get the inset liner lock. I can't quite recommend it. I can't recommend against it. I have no reason to oppose it. None whatsoever. Except that I like the inset liner lock more. That's my... It's not that I oppose it. It's just I like the inset liner lock more. If I was to get given a choice, get a brown knives as far as the Mini FSD, which one you get? It would be the inset liner lock. No questions asked. I wouldn't want the other one. Just because I've had the inset and I own the inset liner lock. So that's where I stand. I'm not against it. So, you know, you may agree, you may disagree. I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments about it. Let's take a little look at this and get the focus on this knife here. So here we have the beautiful hollow grind right here with all that beautiful satin milling. And then you have the scale right here, with that beautiful texture going on here with the captive pivot right there. I think that's really stunning. Then you have the back spacer back here. Even that, the milling is lined up. You have the button right here, which is that kind of like top and regular liner lock merge, kind of mutant of the two. I think it's really cool, and it can be adjusted, right? So I don't want to touch it, but all the beautiful chamfering in there. You see some weight relief milling. That's the inset screws in there to adjust it. And you see over here a lot of milling, which is really cool. And then we have the back spacer back over here, which is, again, really nice. And then you have the clip right there. Clip lines up at angles. Then you have the button lock over here. And here it says, what does it say? Number 223 of 154 cm. And then, of course, you have the feather screw. And then here's the blade with that beautiful hand satin or belt satin finish. Right, definitely has some texture onto it, but it's hollow grind, and this fuller works really great. So that's a pretty cool little knife here. I think somebody would be super happy to have any of these, you know. And if you don't care, I mean, I would say, you know, get the one you can get. Sometimes these are hard to get, so I do like this. I like to show the hollow grind with the shadow a little bit, just to kind of get that impression. I think it's a beautiful looking knife. So there you go. Give you both sides. What do you think? All right, very, very cool. Appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you have one, if you still own one of these, or did you ever sell it? Had you owned one at one point? Let me know your thoughts. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or informative, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, maybe, possibly consider hitting the subscribe button. I know I say this, but subscribing and liking the channel, it does help out. It allows the channel to grow. It allows me to do more things ultimately for you guys. So thank you. Thank you to all of you guys out there. I sure appreciate you. If you haven't already, maybe consider hitting the notification button as well, so you can be notified of future content like this and other videos. And a big shout out, a big thank you, a big, huge appreciation to my channel members out there. You do two amazing things. One, just being members, you encourage me. So thank you. And two, because of your generous support of your memberships, you allow me to do things sooner than I thought I could. Budget banger giveaway. Check out knives like these. Be able to ship them back. Lots of things. So thank you. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. As a result of those two things, I want to do two things for you. I'd love to mail all brand new channel members a sticker and a thank you note. While I still can, I want to do that. Secondly, members, you're eligible for the once a month members exclusive giveaway. That means each month or each week we do a budget banger giveaway, but that 1 week in a month we'll have two giveaways, right? A giveaway for everyone and a giveaway for the members. That's my way to say thank you, to give you a chance to win something. And usually it's not a budget banger for the members. It's something a little bit nicer, something hopefully you enjoy winning or giving as a gift, right? That's my way to say thank you. And if any of that sounds interesting, there is a link down below in the description on how to become a member. Would love to have you join, but please don't do it because you feel pressured in any way. Do it because you want to, but if you choose to do so, thank you. And if some of you guys are going, yeah, I'd like to do that, but don't I get emojis? Yes, you do. Don't you get exclusive members-only content? Yes, you do. Don't you get kazoo salutes for a member's anniversary each month? Yes, you do. Don't you get like 1 year, 2 year, and upcoming 3 year kind of like little special things from me? Yes, you do. All that's true. It's my small way just to tell you how much I appreciate you, what you mean to me and the community. So thank you. All right, if you haven't already, maybe consider checking me out over here on Instagram as well. Make sure we're focusing. Come on now, focus. Why are we not focusing? Please focus. Yeah, check me out over here on Instagram at Robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram, and Robs_nerdy_knives on Instagram. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.